Hi, this is BizRap. I'm Anupam Sharma. I bring you news which is interesting and news that you can use. So let's get rolling. Well, I'm outside. Let's go inside because that's where my computer is. So let's go. Well, here I present news that you can use, and I think I have spoken this outside. So let's now get started with the news. Well, I'll start with good news. Well, SBI is offering home loans at a little concession rates. SBI has cut 30 basis points in interest on home loans. So SBI home loan interest rate will now start from 6.80% for loans up to 30 lakhs and 6.95% for loans above 30 lakh rupees. And this is to encourage people to take home loans, and also there is a furthermore concession for women borrowers. So if you are a woman borrower, if you're buying home and if you're taking a loan, then you will get an extra 5 BPS concession on the interest rate, and further 5 BPS if you are taking the loan online. So if you're digitally sourcing it. So this is I'll start with good news, and they are looking at basically 8 major metro cities, and they are planning to encourage people to buy homes and take home loans. So SBI bank is otherwise also doing well, so they can afford to give concessions in their home loans. So well, this is one good news. The other good news is that we've been seeing that the petrol and diesel prices are just rising and rising, and in fact they touched 84 rupees per litre mark in Delhi just last week. So there can be a cut of around 5 rupees, 5 rupees in petrol prices. This is because the Ministry of Finance has proposed a cut in excise duty of petrol prices. So well, that can result in petrol prices coming down, because as I said earlier, that it is directly linked to international market. So if and we import some amount of excise duties put on the petrol which we buy. So if there's a cut in the excise duty, because the government cannot regulate the international fuel prices, of course, but government can give you a cut or a concession in the excise duty. So that is what the government is planning. So let's see if this happens or not. So these were 2 good news. Now there is one thing that we've seen, that the BSE and NFT are just galloping. They're just galloping, and in that we've been talking about the sectors and the stocks to watch out for, which may gain, and that exactly is happening. And as I said, I think some videos back, that look out for FMCG. Those stocks will rise because they've now picked momentum. So TCS was the biggest gainer last week in this bull run, and 7 out of 10 top firms added 1.37 lakh crore rupees. So well, and the top companies remained Reliance Industries is the topmost company, followed by TCS, HDFC Bank, HUL, Infosys, HDFC, Kotak Mahindra, ICICI Bank, Bajaj Finance, and Bharti Airtel, interestingly. So these companies have contributed majorly in the bull run which has happened recently, and they have been the top performers. Now TCS, interestingly, is a tech company, we know that, and TCS has multiple sub companies which actually help other tech companies. So this is the reason why TCS has just galloped, is ahead in the race. And now I'll talk about FMCG. Hindustan Unilever Limited has done very well. As I said, it's an FMCG brand. We all know about Hindustan Unilever, and ICICI Bank has also caught up. ICICI Bank was not doing that well for some time, but ICICI Bank has also done well. And if you remember, I told you, if you have to pick something from the banking sector, you can invest in SBI Bank. So SBI Bank has also done well. SBI is a steady stock. It will never do very good. It will never do very bad. So you can invest in SBI, and in FMCG you can look out for HUL, Hindustan Unilever. So Bajaj Finance has also done well, and yes, I was saying interestingly Bharti Airtel, because Bharti Airtel has is looking for customers. They want to increase their consumer base, and they are facing a major competition from Jio. So its stock is also up because it is increasing its offers. It is providing a lot of offers to attract consumers. It is, and after the talk of vaccines started happening, stock market just never looked back. And now that vaccines are here, so stock market is just rising and rising and rising. Now General Motors has recently informed, has number one changed its brand logo. It has brought in a new design and says that it includes everybody. So GM is written in a way that it looks like a E. You can check out the new logo, and it is saying that the everybody in the logo, in the company's motto, means that it is now going to work for everybody and environment, and it's wanting to participate with the people to change the world. So their initiative of this everybody has three themes. One is accelerating EV adoption, which is electric vehicle adoption, investment of $27 billion in electric vehicle products, and launching 30 new electric vehicles globally. Now 30 new electric vehicles General Motors would be launching by the end of 2025. So they are looking at zero emissions future, now looking at and improving electric vehicle. So let's see. Okay, now your biscuits, your tea leaves, your coconut oil, your bread, and everything can become expensive, because now FMCG players are likely to pass on the rising input costs to the consumers, and they are likely to increase their prices. I think only Dabur, Parle, Patanjali are watching. Otherwise, others have already hiked the prices. If you look at the bill, you will find out that the bread is expensive, the biscuits are expensive, your cakes, pastries, everything which comes under FMCG. And this is because coconut oil, edible oil, and palm oil, these raw materials have become expensive. And this increase would be around 4 to 5%. So some more inflation coming. If you're planning to buy Mahindra Thar, the model which they launched, it's a beautiful model. There's a long waiting period for that, from 22 to 40 weeks, and because of this, other competitors are gaining, because the period is long, because of production lag. The pandemic hit them, and hit them more, it seems like, and it was not expecting the kind of demand that it generated. When it was launched, Mahindra were not expecting that much demand, but they had it says that initially we had planned for a capacity of 2,000 vehicles per month, and have now ramped up to 3,000 and then 3,500 per month in short phases. But their demand is much more. It's actually a beautiful vehicle, Thar. So now other companies, Hyundai, Kia, they have quickly ramped up their productions, and they are taking advantage of this. Eicher Motors also taking the advantage of this lag. But you have to wait for, if you've booked Mahindra Thar, then you have to wait for 22 to 40 weeks, anything in between. So this is today's BizWrap. I wrap here, and I'll see you in the next video. And yes, I said that I'll talk about Bitcoin, how to invest in Bitcoin, but do give your feedback below whether I should talk about it or not. I gave the basics in my previous video. I'll talk about how to invest in Bitcoin. Bitcoin is rising and rising and rising. Some experts believe that it may be a bubble also, so we have to be careful actually. Like the dot-com bubble, the gold bubble in 1970s. Such bubbles have happened in the past. So yeah, the gold bubble also. I think I've spoken. I don't know. Okay, so this can be a bubble, so we have to be aware. But we should know what is Bitcoin, that I've told you. Then how to invest in Bitcoin, that I'll tell you if you demand. So okay, now this is Anupam Sharma signing off, and I'll see you in the next video. And do share, subscribe, like my videos, and do suggest if you have some feedback or some suggestions which I should include in my videos. Till then, bye bye, take care.